Welcome back to AK219. After Dark, I'm Aidan Maloney, host, sat next to the one and only Mark Mo of the Mark Mo Show, soon to be on podcast apps. A little promo going on here, because Mark Mo Show will be back in the next week or two.
Yeah.
That's the exciting part. Another exciting part is the fact that AK219 will also be back soon, hopefully. I know people have been wondering, people have been asking, hey...
Town's talking.
Where's AK219 been? Well, it's been different with
It's not
scheduling.
there.
It's not there. It's not under that. It's not under that one. We don't know.
I don't know.
It's not in the room with us.
Mm-mm.
But Kevin has not been the same since the bite of 87, where he got his frontal lobe chopped off by an animatronic. So, as we wish him well, we will wish him back here soon into this very room to do AK219. But worry not. We've got After Dark. We've got The Mo Show. We've got my channel, which links are somewhere. If you're interested, very cool. Thank you for listening. But the Mark Mo of The Mark Mo Show, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Fantastic to have you back.
Love it. I'm back in the saddle. And
back in the saddle again.
Yeah.
Back.
It sounded like Shorzy singing Aerosmith.
It's fucking It's like Elmo if you were to pick up a six string.
And to tickle me Elmo, instead of him laughing, he just has a random Aerosmith lyrics. Dreamer. Oh no.
It's like Elmo, please.
So if I gave you an idea and you make $1 million, just throw a few my way.
Just a couple.
Just a
couple
bucks.
100,000
Yeah,
would be super nice.
That'd be great. I would appreciate that.
It is our idea. It's RIP now that we've said it. I think that's how the law works.
I think it is.
We say it. It's RIP. Is that how that works?
Lawyers. It is now.
Lawyers in the comments, let us know.
Let us know.
Would be pretty cool if you did so. But After Dark, it's where we're a bit more chillaxed. There's always a guest on. It's a good time. It's a good vibe.
Yes.
Speaking of vibes, vibe of the week, something fun, funny, wholesome or real that's happened in the last 7 days. Now, granted, we haven't done an After Dark in a little bit. I'll give us that. But you've had some developments.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some developments.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe less interesting, but still interesting nonetheless. Let us know. By the way, listeners, you can always let us know your vibe. We'll read it live on air, pre-recorded and edited on air.
But as far as you know,
completely off air.
Yeah.
Hit us up on the socials.
That's right. You should.
Socials are in links somewhere. So hit us up. If you want your words through our voices, that'd be cool. What's your vibe, Dad?
Oh, there's a lot of vibes. There's a lot of going on.
You got the ski cap on. You got the ski cap on that makes me think you're about to drop like 8 Mile Part 2. You're about to drop 9 Mile.
Please don't kill my vibe. I might.
Right.
Yeah. I might just wait. Is that the pedophile guy?
Who?
The guy that I just did. Yeah.
Gia. I think everyone kind of does that. I don't think that's a specific person.
Okay, I thought it was the guy that's like going to prison because he's a creep.
Oh, the
guy with the parties?
Oh no! I don't think that's a Diddy thing.
Okay.
No.
Maybe Jay-Z.
Well, Jay-Z's also involved. Allegedly
involved. Lawyers.
So
allegedly.
First of all, fuck you, Jay-Z. Secondly, allegedly. A very strong word that we've come to love. Anyway, do your research at home, okay? We're not journalists. We say things because we read things online. So if we're saying something topical, like, oh, Jay-Z's involved, blah, 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 it is always followed by the word allegedly because A, we are responsible. B, we are poor and cannot afford being sued. C, Jay-Z's kind of a fucking cock, right? I hear.
It's rumor.
He is. That's the rumor going around. So, who's to say?
Who's to say? I'm not saying it.
Anyway, only thing I want to say.
It's vibes, crazy things going on. Boy, where do I start? I suppose, might as well start with today, right?
Today.
New job. First day on the new job. I have an office, got my own spot.
Got that corner suite?
I do. I got that. Actually, it's the big.
It's the C suite because
Not sure what the C stands for, but
the C stands for we see an office now.
You see an office
Yeah.
now. So I got this office, the end of the hallway. It's big, has a beautiful window which looks out at the Valpo campus. Is
it a bay or a plain glass?
It's a stained glass.
Ooh.
No, I'm just. I wish it were. I wish it were that cool.
Was.
I wish it'd be.
Yeah.
I've been told I could do whatever I want with the office, so I might do that anyway. Anyway,
Why not? Stain your own glass.
First day.
Maybe that could be a fun YouTube video. How to stain your own glass.
How to stain your own glass.
It's just like you and me with spray paint cans. Just
spray paint, throw some mud on there. Be like,
you're
stained.
welcome. You've earned it.
You too can stain your own windows. It was great. Everybody there was super nice. It seems like this is a job with many responsibilities and things to do and contracts, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff, and like there were things that I was picking up in this woman that I deal with. She is like the regional director.
Okay.
So she was in today, and so we were going over some things and. By like the third time I was doing one of this thing, I'm just like trucking along. She's like, "Wow, you're really catching on." I'm like, "Yeah,
I've been here.
I've been here a time or two."
We know
it's like I'll pick up some things. As I'll tell you what, I'll pick up this job before I learn everyone's name. That is just the truth.
Yeah.
I suck at names. So we're gonna try to suss all that out. But
so okay, to recap thus far.
Yes.
Job bueno. The work. You already got.
It's fine.
The names, eventually. Okay.
Eventually.
So we're caught up, listeners. You following?
We're caught up.
You following? You beautiful listeners.
That was the recap.
And
that's all for the show. Goodbye.
Yeah, see ya.
No.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. So yeah, the job's good.
Fucking like credits start rolling.
The credits start rolling, exactly. Anyway, and then just lots of crazy shit personally, but not like bad crazy. I spent the better part of a year pretty much going to one establishment. And in terms of like where I spent my time and a lot of friends and things like that. And it was really great. Networking. And some things happened where it was like, it's changed.
Is it becoming anti-bueno?
Anti-bueno. But here's
something
the thing.
we say in the biz.
Here's the thing. As much as I was like kind of bummed about everything that has transpired.
Sure.
I'm having the time of my life. Dude.
Whoa.
I'm making friends.
As they say.
I'm making friends.
As Tears for Fears say, everybody wants to rule the world. But only one man is Mr. Valpo. It's him. And for anyone outside of the region, which is what we call Chicagoland, but Indiana style, Valparaiso is a town of about 40,000 people and about several dozen cool establishments and shops.
That's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
That is all you will find in Indiana.
I make my rounds, but basically after just changing the vibe, because sometimes you got to change it. But since I've changed that vibe, I have made a dozen new friends. Some of which may have kissed me Saturday night, but that's a different.
Neither here
nor there.
But
that was an interesting situation, by the way.
That's something that will end up on the Patreon stories,
that's
okay?
That's the Patreon stories, but that was interesting.
$1.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady. She's a Trumper. That part I didn't care to.
But then again, you got to realize any woman that is a far-right fan is only that way because they've been A, influenced by outside sources, cough cough propaganda, or B, influenced by outside sources such as propaganda.
Yep.
So
otherwise she was lovely. And I kept trying to like get off politics because it's like we're at the bar, we're having fun. She's like, I need a ride home. I'm like, I have a car. We're just going to leave that story be. But what I'm trying to say is since I've left, everything in my world has improved.
That's true.
Everything. So maybe, in a weird way, a place that I had such a high value on Maybe I should have done this months ago.
Maybe it was just a stepping stone.
Maybe it was a stepping stone.
Yeah.
It was my clue to kind of move on, do something different. Been doing something different, having a great time.
True.
With
True.
a bunch of people that I enjoy being around, and new friendships, hanging out, having a good time, and I love it. I love it. I've been having a great time.
Good. That's excellent.
Been spending time with my friend Jess. She's super cool.
Shout out Jess.
What up? She's amazing. And then Melissa, who in a weird...
shout out Melissa.
Melissa in a weird twist of fate. Not Melissa, the real estate agent, which did this guy right.
That's why we
peeps.
have a studio.
That's why we have a
Let's
studio.
Let's go, team.
It's a different Melissa.
So it's Melissa cubed now. We've got Studio Melissa.
Yep.
The one that made the financing
for said
possible,
studio.
and the Melissa that makes the good times.
That's M cubed.
M cubed.
M cubed all the way.
We're trademarking that today,
Yep,
so
it's
I'm
done.
sorry.
It's done. So Melissa, she was OG bartender at this bar I used to go to.
The forbidden one.
The forbidden one, the forbidden fruit. Whatever. They're on the other side of the Berlin Wall. That's
exactly.
Enough being said
it's
there.
the east side or whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But when it comes to seeing her, I was doing some work out in St. John. So, long story short, St. John is close to Crown Point, where she now bartends. So it was very easy for me working late on a Friday night to be like, oh, maybe I'll just start shooting over there. It'll be my regular Friday night. It's been awesome every time I go in there.
True.
It's just
True.
like great vibes. Even when the vibes are a little weird, it's like everyone picks up on that and we just like, it ends.
Yeah.
Like that's like, nope, like that dude is bad news. This group is bad news. Y'all need to go. We need to. And it's just like, it's great.
The recalibration is a community effort.
Yes.
In these alcoholic establishments.
Yeah.
That I've heard about. I have not yet visited because I'm something of a, I don't want to say boomer, but I'm on the boomer schedule.
It's on the boomer schedule. I try to get them out on weekends once in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe this Saturday I'll have a little luck. But yeah, it's and that's okay. But it's in a weird twist of fate. He's on the boomer schedule.
Right.
I'm on the Gen Z schedule.
Right.
I'm working, I'm playing, I'm having a great time. So full circle, things have just improved. And it's good times, man.
It's good times. It sounds like good times.
Yeah, it's like I close this bar in Crown Point at 3 a.m. I'm on my way home. White Castle. Boom.
Yo.
Right there. So I hit up the Whiteys.
Did you get those? Yo, I don't know. I mean, of course this is going to be topical because they always take them away. Did you get the mac and cheese bites?
Didn't have them.
I thought they were just back. They brought them back.
They were, and now they're gone again. I don't know how you can have a gold
That's
bar and be like,
bro,
nah.
What did they bring them back for 4 weeks? They were just back in November.
They were just back.
Holy.
They were just back. I might have to go to Taco Bell to see if they still have the nacho fries, because they seem to ration those too.
Right. But at least Taco Bell's like 3 months on, a month off.
It's so like random with White Castle.
White Castle, it's like, oh, we'll have them for this month, and then you won't hear from us for 10 months.
It's true.
White Castle, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Guys, get with it.
It's the thing. It's the thing. Not only that, it's the thing you can put on the slider. You can put the mac and cheese bite on the slider. It's like cardiac arrest times 2. It's the cardiac arrest speed run any percent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. By the way, I'm going to mention this before I finish my vibe.
Sure.
And I'm going to say, because it is holiday time, whether
holiday
it's
season,
Hanukkah,
baby,
Christmas, Kwanzaa,
sure, absolutely.
St. Stephen's Day if you're Irish, Boxing Day. You got all sorts of stuff coming up.
We love Boxing Day.
We love
right?
Boxing
What
Day.
does that even mean?
It gives me the right to knock the shit out of somebody, just like bop.
Give him the 1-2.
God, that's a cathartic
all
thing.
It takes is like the 1-1-2. Everyone says the 1-2. It's the 1-1-2.
It's the 1-1-2.
Because you blind them with the jab. You blind them with the jab.
I'm not going to say I knocked out a 6'6", 300 guy in Lake Station, but let's just pretend I did. And hypothetically,
let's say
I actually still have the marks on
it.
Anyway,
yeah. In the hypothetical world
in
Minecraft.
By the way, it's not like I go around knocking people out.
Right.
If you are a dude and you're abusing a woman, I'm knocking you out.
It's all too convenient to knock you out.
Yes, absolutely.
Be rude,
right,
or mean to women,
and you're fine with me. I'm not going to punch your face.
It's such a low bar.
It's a low bar.
The bar is low.
It's low.
All you have to do is be above it.
Yeah.
Huh? Can we do that? Can we
it.
collectively agree to do that?
I'm a big fan of the jab, man, because that jab sets everything else out.
Right.
You got that snap.
Right. And how they react to the jab allows you to know what the future jabs will allow.
Oh, yeah. And if you're a big fat idiot from Lake Station, let me just clue you into something. Number one, don't kick my hip.
Right.
I mean, what are you kicking my hip for?
You throw a haymaker,
that takes a day to get to my face.
it's just gonna the world. It's like when the sun starts rising on like a Saturday morning. You wake up early, but you're still feeling refreshed. It's like, gosh, this is so nice.
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
I'm just gonna say, like when he started the wild hook at my face, I had time to stop and do a journal entry.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh, not here yet. Okay.
Day 346.
Day 347. Punch
Yeah.
still on its way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just don't do that.
Right.
Big roundhouse, nope, because I bob, I weave, you're down. That's the way it works.
Exactly.
And just don't be a douchebag.
Exactly.
Don't be a douchebag.
If you're rude to women, do you deserve to get your ass knocked out?
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. Absolutely.
Yes.
100%. So, to wrap up, bar scene, great. Having awesome times. And, by the way, saving money. Lots of money. Like, literally, when you go in and you're there all night and you get a bar bill of $8. That's people taking care of you.
Bueno,
That's what we call bueno. So, better for the pocketbook, making more friends, having a great time. Should have done this months ago. I'm feeling great. It's amazing.
Good. Good.
So it's all good. Drama basically behind me now, which I love. Just didn't need that anymore. So that's good.
True.
Every other part of my life improved after that. I just didn't know. I didn't know. And then I was like, wow, everything is better.
Right.
And I got a job. And this is awesome. So I love it. And I love the new place where I work. It's fantastic. And to finish up the vibe.
Or to finish off the vibe. Breaking news, straight out of Valparaiso, Indiana. From newscaster Mark Maloney.
Whatever that teletype noise is. I can't.
It's like Morse code, but who the fuck does Morse code?
Who does Morse code anymore?
Come on.
Maybe we should just do an entire show where we just sit here and tap. People are like, what is that? It's Morse code.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Took 35 minutes to spell out the sentence, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, it probably would. No, this is a sign at a club in California, and it's Godfather's Lounge Games is all it says. It's almost like the Chicago corner bar that just says old style.
Right.
Like, what's the bar called? It's corner bar. It's called old style. You're in Chicago.
Right.
Get an old style. Get a Malort. You're
Exactly.
fine.
The handshake.
The handshake.
Yeah.
Other bars have Malort, by the way. Anyway.
As they should.
As they should. So
it just tastes like Pine Sol. You like the smell of Pine Sol? You'll love Malort.
You'll
Not
love
sponsored, but
Not sponsored.
God,
Should
I wish
be.
they would.
Should
I
be.
wish. Oh my God! If the first sponsor of AK219 is Malort,
Is Jepson's Malort?
holy fuck!
We need to work on that.
I would bust a respectful nut.
Like literally, you
For
should.
you,
You
Jepson.
should. Yes, we should get like Jepson's. We should get like Mad Dog 2020.
Oh,
Get Boone's Farm.
fucking Four Loko.
Four Loco. Just all the shit liquor you can
Oh
possibly
my
get. That'd be
God.
hilarious. Anyway, Godfather's Lounging Games. Cocktails, and then here's the sign: Saturday 6-23.
Okay.
Jerk off contest and fish fry.
Wait.
Jerk off contest.
Wait. They cannot be implying something Jamaican, right? They have to be implying
Godfather's
something
Lounge.
Jamaican. They're not.
It's a fish fry.
So they're doing a fish fry, and they're either doing something Jamaican alongside it, or they're doing something heinous alongside it.
Yeah.
There are two wolves inside of you. One is Jamaican, the other one is heinous.
Yes.
How do you interpret a jerk off? Let us know at home.
I'm just.
What does that mean to you?
Here's the thing. I want to see that parking lot on 623.
Right.
I want to drive by and be like, I'm not going in
like
there.
we're collecting license plate numbers. Who to avoid?
Who to avoid?
You know,
Predator,
Yeah.
weirdo. Yeah.
oh wait, no, this one's actually Jamaican. They just came to the wrong
They
time.
just
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Imagine the Jamaican guy. Oh man, it's a jerk off. Let's go, man. Some jerk chicken. Let's. Oh no.
He's like, yeah, I got this big seasoning packet with him. He's like, I'm gonna win this, and then like
Walks into a massive circle jerk.
People are just like, wait, what am I doing here?
Now called Fap Fathers.
Yeah.
That's no good. That's no good.
You don't want that type of
Vibe.
in your establishment.
You do not.
Let's be real.
But
Let's
that
be
one made me
honest.
bust a gut.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna lie.
fantastic. That is
amazing.
fantastic news.
I love that Godfather was like, yeah, let's try it out.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
As promos go.
Yeah, end up on social media. People in Indiana hear about our California establishment. What's gonna happen?
What's the worst that
Yeah.
happen?
Well,
I know.
We're doing it right
What's
now.
your vibe?
My vibe's been pretty good. Hang out with the homie Grant Handcock. I'm kidding. It's Hancock, but
I bet he's going to the jerk off
I
contest.
know, my man.
Yeah.
As he should. He would win. Trust me, I know. But no, we were chilling over the weekend. So he's got this range on his parents' property. His parents have a handful of acres, right? So on the side set of acres, he built a home range for archery and guns and whatever else. Can we say guns on YouTube? I know we can on podcast. I don't know if YouTube's okay with it.
I don't know.
I also don't care because we're not monetized yet, so
No.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Regardless, we went out there and we were shooting around, la ta 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 ta, and he has these like nice metal plates. So like every time you hit, it's like
Ting, I love
you
that.
know?
Yep.
And then every time you miss, it's demoralizing because you hear nothing. So
Or what the worst thing is, you hear, ow.
yeah, fuck, ambulance.
Sorry.
Yeah. But no, we know enough. We know gun safety. We are aware of what should be done when handling lethal weapons. You know, this is a whole thing. It's America. We're for some reason allowed to own lethal firearms. Anyway, so we went out there, and we were shooting. He's got a couple 9mm. I've got a 40 and a 357. And the one thing people know about revolvers is that they are remarkably reliable. If not rudimentary, they are remarkably reliable because they do two things. They spin a little circle and they push a little button. And the button shoots the bullet, the circle spins the thing. It's all very simple. So shooting the semi-auto 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
Totally fine. Everything's fine. That's, reliable as it is. But I switched to a new type of ammunition, right?
Yep.
And it got good reviews, so I didn't even think twice about it. But that is the first time, we're talking about the revolver now. I got the new ammunition for the revolver. That is the first time that revolver has jammed since it was produced over a decade ago.
Wow.
That is the first time that revolver has jammed. So I'm not sure if it's a bad batch of ammo or if it's just a fluke. I'm really hoping it's just a fluke.
Yeah.
But yeah, it instead of like ting, that fun sound, it went like peh.
Oh no.
And I was like, what the hell was that? And then the hammer was stuck, the trigger was stuck,
Oh,
the
damn.
cylinder was stuck. I was like, fuck.
Well, at that point, you just have to disassemble, yeah?
Yeah. So we disassembled it, and it was still stuck.
Oh.
So we reassembled it, and we put this this huge Allen wrench down the barrel, hit it with a hammer a couple times, pop, 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 and we had to walk the bullet that went a centimeter forwards back into the casing because either the primer was fucked or they didn't put enough sauce in the sauce barrel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bad time, but the rest of it was fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah, the rest of it was fantastic, but that was just notable to me because that is not only the first time I have seen a revolver malfunction, that is the first time that me, Grant, who has been in law enforcement and in and out of law enforcement for a while. And his other friend that was there, that's the first time any of the three of us have seen a revolver malfunction. So that was nutso. So I'm going to have to bring an Allen wrench, hammer, and this new ammo the next time we go out to the range, just in case.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, less crazy, but still notable.
That's whack.
That's kind of my vibe of like, yikes.
Yikes.
And this is why you always must be safe, whether it's with archery or firearms or any type of ranged weapon. You have to know safety, and you have to be on a level with anyone you're there with. Because if they're stupid, your safety may be well above their heads. So if you have a jam, you shut the range down, regather, figure out what's going on, reset.
It's a way to do it.
Or just be like every other civilized country on Earth and don't allow randos to own firearms.
Right. Because I'm about to say...
Don't do that.
You go to the range, and it's like you got responsible dudes. That,
Right.
They're hunters, or they just have a couple of handguns. They like to practice and whatever. I've got it for protection. Where these protection rifles are selling.
Right, of course.
But, it's not so much them. It's Crazy Ken. Crazy Ken shows up. He's like, it's like, that's the guy we don't want to have.
Exactly. How did he pass the psych eval? Oh, that's right. We don't do those anymore.
No.
For some fucking reason.
No reason. It's just, why do it? Why do it?
Yeah.
It's literally like a connect the dots now, or like color in the lines.
Right.
I did good.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like, you know how to drive a car? Here's a deadly firearm.
Here's a deadly firearm.
You've earned it. Great.
They used to have they used to have checking accounts you could open in the state of Michigan. You get to pick what gun you wanted. No joke.
I'll take the 10 gauge. Give me something that hurts my shoulder.
I'll take the 10 gauge. What's the percentage on that CD again?
Yeah, exactly. Sign me up.
Sign me up. Let's go.
And we are signed up for this upcoming segment, which we will be on in a second's time. We are so back for a returning segment, WTF. What the fuck? This is where we bring you news stories, local news stories, regional news stories, because they can be pretty funny sometimes. Like national news, international news, it's usually all depressing. But there are some news stories that are really funny and quirky and weird. And that's what we bring. Because sometimes you just need to laugh about how strange the world is. In it,
this isn't called Where's the Farm?
You thought WTF stood for Where's the Farm?
I can't be part of this.
Oh, no. Sorry, Mark Mo thought we were looking for farms together.
I have a whole list. So if you're into Mott, I've got, I can't sell the land to you.
Right.
I know some realtors.
Someone could sell the land to you.
Someone could sell that land.
Just give us a portion.
That's all.
Couple 3 to $500 $600 million.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
that's all we ask. So we are bringing you local and regional news that is goofy, silly, and not serious. Because news is too damn serious.
It is.
Let's all just chill out, chillax.
People need to do that in general.
And laugh at some goofy things. Mm-hmm. So you've got some stories for us.
I do. But I have an old Samsung, so it could take a day to open.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see. It's been a great phone. I'm not going to buy... It's old.
Yeah.
It's
old. That's the only downside, right? Is like, we always joke with each other, because I use an Apple, he's got a Samsung. We always, jape at each other, but it's not one of those things where it's like, we're brand specific. Because we both hate brands and big companies. Fuck Apple. Fuck Samsung. Are we clear? Now that we're clear, the thing that gets phones is they get old. And
they do.
Planned obsolescence happens. Is proved. That's not alleged anymore. That happens.
Yeah, that happens.
So phones get old, they get slow.
Do I have a drunk three-legged gerbil running this thing right now? Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Yes,
And that's a bad look for drunk three-legged gerbils, too.
It really is.
You know?
Now, I'm going to be canceled in the drunk three-legged gerbil community.
Exactly.
Damn it, again.
Second time this week.
Second time this week I've been canceled. Whatever, cancel me. I don't give a shit.
Specifically for the drunk three-legged
For the drunk,
thing.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What story you got for us?
Well, so there's this professor in India who says women who wear jeans give birth to transgender children.
What? Wait. So this fellow is a professor.
Right. Correct.
Meaning he's got the Indian state equivalent of a PhD.
Correct.
Or doctorate.
Yep,
One of the two. And claimed that to be true. Women that wear jeans?
Gets better. A controversial botany professor.
Botany?
Yes.
What the fuck does a botany professor know?
I know. Has sparked outrage by claiming that women who wear jeans and shirts what are they supposed to wear? give birth to transgender children because they are dressing like men.
What?
Dr. Rajith Kumar, who lectures
brother.
Oh God, I'm gonna botch this university name. Lectures at Sri Sankaracharya University of Sanskrit in Kerala, India, made the comments during an awareness class for students. If mothers wear jeans and shirts and dress like men, they will beget children who are transgender, Kumar told students. Kumar also claimed that children with autism and cerebral palsy are born to parents who are not of good character.
Oh my God.
Now he's facing legal action from the state government in Kerala. Kumar has not withdrawn his controversial statement so far. The government is mulling initiating legal action against him. He has been propagating superstition and making anti-women remarks continuously, she said. A bill is currently working its way through Indian Parliament to give transgender people greater rights in society.
Right, that makes sense.
It follows a February 2014 ruling by India's Supreme Court that transgender people had the right to self-identify their gender. Well, that's a different Supreme Court than ours.
Yeah, right.
There are 4.8 million transgender people in India, reported the Hindu, citing census data. The total population in India is over 1.3 billion.
Right.
Meaning transgender Indians account for about 0.4% of the entire population.
That tracks.
It tracks. However, the rights group Amnesty International described the transgender bill as highly flawed. The bill contains several problematic assumptions about transgender people.
Oh, no.
Which shows that the government did not consult the transgender community on a law that would affect their lives.
Oh,
the Supreme Court has provided clear guidance for the authorities to design policies and take steps to recognize transgender persons as equal citizens.
At least their Supreme Court seemingly is taking steps to address this.
Correct.
But Professor Kumar, what the you're a botany professor.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's whack.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Holy.
That's crazy.
All right, the story I have for you today.
Yes.
Well, one of two I have for you today. I was informed on this story when me and one of my coworkers, he was asking me about the podcast and everything. I told him we were bringing back this segment, WTF, local, regional news, crazy stories. And he's like, I got one for you. And I was like, okay, do tell. And he's like, have you heard the story that came out of the Valparaiso Motel off of Route 30? US Route 30. And I was like, no, I haven't. So he told me the basics. And hearing the basics, I knew enough that this is perfect.
Uh-oh.
Because it happened not only in Valpo, but the dude that perpetrated it was from Hebron. I believe Hebron, right? Hobart, sorry.
Hobart.
So, a Lake County man in Indiana perpetrated a crime in Porter County, Indiana, and that's like right here.
Yeah.
That's right here. New charges for man convicted of bestiality.
New charges.
New charges. So this isn't even the first time. Okay,
So this dude's like walking up to German Shepherds being like,
hey, yo, where you going tonight?
How you doing? That's messed up.
So this is a story from 2008 covering a crime from 2001. So this is an old story that I am surprised I had not heard of before. A Hobart man who authorities say sexually abused and killed a chicken in a Valparaiso motel in 2001 has been indicted by a federal grand jury.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Michael Besigiano, to leave it to an
Italians.
who's 37 at the time, now faces a charge of using the internet to receive images depicting bestiality. So this is the federal crime of distribution of images or receiving.
Sure.
The indictment alleges Besigiano committed the crime between February and June. He's in Lake County Jail on Thursday at the time. He's been jailed since July, so he was jailed for a while.
Wow.
He was arrested and charged with a similar crime to the one alleged in the indictment. He was slated for a jury trial till a judge dismissed the charge last week. So they dismissed the charge about the images. But he served more than 4 years for abusing a chicken sexually in a motel in Valparaiso. So a Hobart man brought a chicken to a motel in Valparaiso to commit a heinous crime.
Yep.
And
okay.
By the way,
how does check-in work? How does check-in work? Because they'd be like, yes, just you, sir. Well,
+1.
+1. Me and the chicken.
You and the what?
The chicken.
Oh, you must be talking about your meal. Of course. Go right ahead.
It's a hen. Her name's Barbara.
It's like, wait, sir.
Sir, can I bring the chicken into
That must have been one of them cash motels where they don't really ask too many questions.
No, exactly.
That's like, and by the way, this coworker of mine that told me about this story was my union steward. And he told me about this. I'm like, you have to be kidding, right? He's like, no, you can look it up. This actually
crazy.
happened in Valpo. I'm like, oh my God. Like, nothing really nuts happens in Valpo. I thought he was just japing. When I looked that up and I was like, holy fuck. I have to bring this up.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's nuts.
It's crazy.
That is nuts behavior. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Wow.
Yeah. To think that happened in our hometown just a mere, I don't know, 14 years ago? Give or take.
Give or take.
You know. But we got more stories. That's not it. We got more stories.
Can he knock it up?
No, there's no way.
There's
right?
no way.
There's no way. There's no way. Chickens aren't mammals. Chickens aren't mammals, right?
But it's got eggs and he's got sperm.
But
is it possible?
No way.
I mean, I was a poli-sci history guy, so biology not in my strong suit.
Right.
I know enough, but I'm just saying.
But there's no way.
There's no way.
I mean,
right?
there's a reason why like zebras and horses can create offspring, and there's a reason why like mules and cows or whatever can create offspring. It's because they're similar mammals.
I assume
right?
so. I assume so. But like, I sit there and be like, okay, he's got that. Chicken lays eggs.
But I think
He's a chicken laying egg and the Stewie pops out? I mean, what the hell?
right.
Stewie with
It's like
feathers?
football head, and he's got like wings
Oh my
or something.
God. That would be amazing. Not that I want to procreate with a chicken, but I'm just saying.
Comically,
I'm curious.
comedically,
Right.
if you were to do this, like that makes me think of like a robot chicken bit, right?
Sure.
Like an animated show or claymation show bit that they would do. In real life, don't do that.
Don't do it anyway.
Right. Because it is a crime and a federal jury will indict you.
We'll indict you
Yeah.
for screwing a chicken.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
That's a crime.
That is a crime.
You'll do the time. You got more stories?
But then you wonder.
then you wonder.
Then
oh,
you
no.
wonder. Hey, you open this Pandora's box, man.
Shit,
So
I guess.
I mean, then you wonder, like, is it like 5 a.m. and this dude's quietly like getting his stuff,
Right.
and like
What
getting
is-
dressed
Right,
and
because-
creeping out of the hotel, and the chicken's
Yeah.
running after him, like, you're gonna call me, right? I mean, what happens? I'm curious what happens after.
Because they're implying, too, with the charges that the chicken died.
Yeah.
So did the chicken die because of his heinous actions, or did the chicken die from something else?
Right.
How else would the chicken have died if not from that?
Yeah.
So obviously what he did seemingly, questionably, killed the chicken in the process?
Maybe.
Here's the thing, right? Did fleshlights not exist back then? Could you not just buy something that would, I don't know, simulate a chicken for you? If you're into that.
If you're into that.
If you're into chickens sexually, you have to turn yourself in somewhere.
Yeah, you really have to do
You've
it.
got
You
it.
need help.
You have to go seek
Stop
something.
it.
Get some help.
Get some help. Well, I guess that puts maybe an answer to the question: what came first, the chicken or the egg? I think both.
I think the guy came first.
Probably. Hence the dead chicken.
Hence the dead chicken.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, onto something different.
Thank God.
Thank God we had to get off the chicken. I mean, not that we were on the chicken.
No, the dude was on the chicken. We were
The
covering.
dude was on the chicken.
Yeah.
U.S. City tells residents to stop sticking googly eyes on statues. I love that, by the way.
A phenomenal headline. That's a 10 out of 10 headline.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. The comedy eyes have appeared on statues and murals around the city of Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon. Bend what, Oregon?
Man, jack-off contests or fucking chickens.
Chickens bend over Oregon.
Oh, man. That's-
Jesus.
warning on this episode.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
The comedy eyes have appeared on statues and murals around the city of Bend, Oregon, causing a viral sensation. While the googly eyes placed on the various art pieces around town might give you a chuckle, it costs money to remove them. Well, don't remove them. It's funny.
It costs money to remove them.
It costs money to remove them. All you have to do is give Jerry a scraper.
Yeah.
Be like, not gonna do it.
What's the labor cost? You need a ladder and a scraper?
Good
Oh,
lord.
it
costs money to remove
the
them.
12 cents it cost the taxpayers for a good bit. Come on.
Yeah, it's a good bit. It's
Throw
absolutely
a funny
good bit.
bone.
It costs money to remove them with care to not
Baloney.
damage the art, the city
Baloney.
said. It would cost $0 to leave them on, replied one Facebook user, while another praised the artwork's addition. My daughter and I went past the flaming chicken. Oh my God, no! No, I thought we were done with chickens.
No.
It's a flaming chicken.
You can't script this. This just happens.
Not. They went past the flaming chicken and they shared the biggest laugh. She said, using a nickname for the Phoenix Rising sculpture. We love the googly eyes. This town is getting to be so stuffy. Let's have fun. Another Facebook user wrote, I think the googly eyes on the deer specifically are a great look, and they should stay that way. Others said the city should focus on addressing on more important issues, such as homelessness, instead of spending time and money on removing googly eyes.
You hear that, Bend? You hear that?
Bend's sculptures frequently get adorned with seasonal decorations like Santa hats and wreaths, which the council does not remove. The googly eyes, however, are being removed because of their adhesive, according to communications director Renee Mitchell.
I'm sorry, Renee.
Sorry, Renee. We really encourage our community to engage with the art and have fun. We just need to make sure that we can protect it and that it doesn't get damaged. It sounds like Renee'd be that person that get like ultra pissed at Wendy's for not getting upsized and like want to talk to the manager.
Right.
After the City Post went viral, Ms. Mitchell said there's no intent to be heavy-handed, and we certainly understand maybe how that was taken. We own this large collection of public art, and we really want to bring awareness to the community that applying adhesives doesn't harm the art. So as stewards of the collection, we wanted to share that on social media.
So you're telling me that the cheap, shitty adhesive on googly eyes is causing your steel or iron sculptures harm?
Yep.
I'm no metal worker, but I know a thing or two of how adhesives work and how metal works and how that shouldn't be an issue.
Shouldn't be an issue. Ben has spent $1,500 on removing googly eyes from 7 of the 8 sculptures impacted, according to Ms. Mitchell. I mean,
what?
I would have removed them for 7 bones. I mean, what are you doing?
Pay me lunch, I'll remove them.
Right.
What?
It's so dumb. And has started treating some of the art pieces, which are made of different types of metals, such as bronze and steel. The Phoenix Rising sculpture may even need to be repainted entirely.
God.
Entirely.
That's bogus, dude. I'm going to say nah. Ain't no way. Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon.
Get good, Bend.
Get good.
I got this final story from me out of Cleveland.com, news reporting site. Ohio Supreme Court stands by the asinine ruling. This is quoted from Cleveland.com.
Okay.
They use the word asinine. Stands by asinine ruling that boneless chicken wings do not mean without bones. As of December 10th, 2024.
Wow.
So this just happened a little bit ago.
Okay.
Ohio Supreme Court in July, so this is the initial ruling, ruled that lower courts were correct to dismiss a lawsuit filed by a man who ate a boneless chicken wing and got a bone stuck in his throat. And they dismissed his lawsuit twice. This is not meant to be political, but I'm going to read this as the article states it. Boneless, quote, the Republican justices held, describes the cooking style of the wings, not the contents.
Oh my God.
Quote, a reasonable consumer should have reasonably anticipated and guarded against the bone at issue in this case. So he couldn't even get the case to a jury through the courts. The decision was ridiculed on the late night show with Stephen Colbert, calling it hot legal garbage. Fair. Plaintiff asked the court for reconsideration, announcing a ruling announced Monday handed back the same decision, which means thrice he got denied a jury decision with a bone in his boneless wings. Let's see, not without pointed dissent from Democratic citation. A Democratic justice wrote, if the public cannot trust the judiciary to be faithful in small things, whether it's boneless, meaning not having bones, how can the judiciary be trusted with larger things?
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
It's like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? So, yeah, Ohio man seems not to be receiving justice because he almost choked and died on a
boneless
in his boneless wings. Yeah. Heartbreaking news.
It is heartbreaking.
If you're out there enjoying some boneless wings tonight or any night, be wary, because if the rest of the U.S. is anything like Ohio, which, fuck, I hope we're not, you could be shit out of luck.
Could be. Absolutely
because
could be.
As far as the Supreme Court of Ohio goes, boneless does not mean without bones. Just take note of that.
So if you call your friend dickless, well, no.
Well,
Means is he entirely without dick? I don't.
cats and dogs living together.
Mass hysteria. Okay, we're going to move on.
Yes.
The final story.
This man has no dick.
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
It's Ghostbusters.
We're going to move on to the final
story of the day.
WTF, Where's the Farm?
Yeah, that's what that stands for.
Southern Indiana man
Uh-oh.
arrested. Well, I have to ask your mother if she knows this guy.
Oh, sure.
Southern Indiana man arrested after breaking into a home and falling asleep.
Falling asleep. How tired can you be as a breaking it? It's B&E, bro. It's B&E.
Yeah.
You can't be tired.
We're not talking about bacon and eggs.
Nah. It's breaking and entering. He's like, it's like, do. It's like,
Like it took him so much effort to get in that house that he like looked at the couch and was like, I could use a nap.
Shoo.
So Evansville, a homeowner was given...
It's fucking Evansville. Of course it is.
Of course it's Evansville. After a homeowner was given quite the scare after they came home to find someone had broken in and fallen asleep. Officers...
How disturbing to wake up to in your home. It's like, who the fuck is the guy on the couch?
Or are you the guy that's just like, aw.
Yeah.
He like goes and gives him a blanket.
It's like tucks him in a little bit.
I might do that.
Why not?
Get up in the morning.
Wake
Yo, dude,
up,
you need
like,
some OJ? You need a cup of coffee?
You're trying to pay rent, right?
Yeah. You owe me for last night. It's 70 bones, man. This couch ain't free. Homeowners give quite a scare after they came home to find someone had broken in and fallen asleep. Officers were called to for a burglary report along Temple Avenue on Friday after a homeowner returned to find broken glass on the ground and someone snoring inside.
Oh my God.
Police arrived and found Corey Gibson sleeping in one of the rooms of the home. Gibson told them he did not know the owner and broke in because he was tired.
Wait, so blood broke in just to snooze?
Just to get arrested.
Oh my God.
Officers found a vape pen in his pocket that tested positive for THC.
Might be why you're tired.
Might be why you're tired.
Choofing that goof a little hard.
Gibson was arrested and booked in the Vanderburgh County Jail.
Oh no. Not my boy. He was just trying to sleep.
Just trying to sleep, man. Just trying to sleep. Look, I'll pay for your window, man.
Yeah,
I was just tired.
exactly.
I was just tired.
Only in Evansville. Do you
Only in
accept the
Evansville.
currency of vape pen?
Vape pen?
Vape pen THC oil. Mm-mm. Oh, not my boy.
No, man.
That's devastating.
That is devastating.
Well, as we send our thoughts and prayers to Mr. Evansville man who was just trying to snooze.
That's all he was trying to do.
Just trying to snooze. We thank you for listening. Much appreciated. Thank you for being here. The return of WTF is here to stay.
Yes.
For season 8, whenever Kevin shows up, but it will be here for After Dark because we do After Dark all the time, anytime we want to.
That's right.
So, thank you for listening. Mark Moe of The Mark Moe Show.
Mark Moe Show podcast coming very soon. We're going to get that up and going in the next few weeks. I was hoping before Christmas. We'll probably do after New Year's. And a little bit of a different format. No sports involved, but a lot of the other...
Much fewer sports. We can still talk about
Right.
it.
I mean, it's Super Bowl weekend.
Sure.
Or,
Well, we're going to
obviously...
talk about Super Bowl. Yeah.
We're going to talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But that's that. I've started up again with the After Hours radio program. So you can go to a website called wvlp.org. You can get the stream there. You can also go to the TuneIn app and look for it there. You can yell at Alexa. She'll probably play it. We've changed that format just a little bit. We tweaked it. So it's mostly Irish Celtic punk.
As
so
it should
your
be.
Tossers, your Dropkick Murphys,
Yeah.
all that. And then alt rock. So it's pretty much a combination of those two.
Good.
Yep.
Sounds righteous. So, links in the description.
That's right, man.
For WVLP. And, of course, Mark Moe Show, once we get that solidified, there will be links down there as well. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
for having me, man.
Of course. Good to have you back on. All the lovely listeners out there, shout outs. If you have any crazy news stories or vibes of the week, hit us up on socials. Thank you for watching. We'll see you whenever we see you. Bye. No, I've had enough chicken today. Holy shit.